Labor Employment Negros Island region. So we have also representing the provincial government of Negros Oriental. We have of course, the provincial peso manager, si Ma'am Ale Balsamo. Atong Pangulo sa Department of Labor Employment sa Negros Oriental, uban ang probinsya sa Sikihor, Field Office. Please help me welcome Ma'am Joselita Remedios Bayanas. Representing the Provincial Director of TESDA Negros Oriental, Sir Fletcher Gumaha, we have Ma'am Tiffany Antonin Zamora. And of course, atong Vice Chair for Labor Sectors of Tripartite Industries Council. Atong heads and representatives of different agencies and organizations, especially Commission de Media and Ecolo. We have from Steel Products Cable TV, UIGB, Philippine News Agency, UIFD, and GFN. And of course, we also have from PSA, Philippine Statistics Authority, Department of Education, Provincial Division, Negros Oriental Division. We have also from the Provincial Social Welfare Office, Metro Community College, as well as from Social Action Center, headed by Father Alvin Flores, and of course from officials from the Reco 2 and Akaron, coming from DYW since the Marshall. To mark this year's 124th Labor Day in May 1, PIA, the Philippine Information Agency, together with the Department of Employment, hold this Kapihan Forum to raise awareness of the government's efforts to provide accessible employment opportunities sa atong mga katauhan sa Negros Oriental as well as sa Tibok Nasod. And as we also, atong Vice President, atong lima karon, dissenting trabaho para sa lahat, iisang hangarin bagong Pilipinas sama-sama mararating. Ini tukong na this is we focus din sa pagpalabot sa disiplin, trabaho o pagpagkikisa alang sa kalabuan, inaagi sa nationwide job fairs. This is nationwide for atong job fair na atong sa Negros Oriental. With a strong emphasis ang paglatag ng job fair nationwide, with a strong emphasis on assisting workers displaced and karong ongoing conflicts sa Middle East. Atong itagaan importansya, hindi lang ito muli mag-amorin karong dili, but those workers na maulit from the Middle East na nagpitaran sa maong crisis. Masala, ito sa pag-atupyo ng mga programa or mga updates sa atong mga partner agencies from TESO, TESDA, as well as PIPC. So with that, we would like to hear to brief us on the upcoming job fair as well as this year's theme, ano ba ang updates programa sa kasikapot na Labor Day celebration nato, and with the support of course sa mga partner agencies, program support ng TESDA from PIPC and PESA as well, the provincial government. So with that, we'd like to hear nato una ang panelists na tanong before we have so I think let's start from Ma'am Chief sa Department of Labor and Employment atong Pangulo sa Joselita Remedios Bayanas. Ano lang na, sige, try. Option. Okay.
Ipatuol ka pa.
Hello? 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 Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. So, this is the 124th Labor Day celebration with the theme Presenting Trabaho para sa Lahat, Isang Hangaring Bagong Pilipinas Sama-samang Marating. So, for our Labor Day celebration, we start with the World Day for Safety and Health on April 2026. And on April 30, 2026, we have an Eucharistic celebration at the Our Mother of Perpetual Help Paris Redemptorist Church, Dumaguete, to start at 5:30 or 6. This is a special religious service. Then, after that, on the day, on May 1, we start at 5 to 6 a.m. our assembly time at Pantawan Boulevard for our motorcade. So this is the opening salvo of the May 1 Labor Day celebration on the day, May 1. So at 6 to 6:30, estimated time of the motorcade. Then from 6:30 to 6:35 a.m., that's the start of our program proper. So after the program, we'll have the simultaneous services offered, to be offered on that day. So medical, social services outreach program by our provincial government. The job fair is sponsored by our provincial government, and one-stop shop services with various agencies. Now, as of this time, there were 13 agencies already confirmed to join us on May 1. So, ang ato ang PRC, Social Security System, the PSA, Philippine Statistics Authority, Department of Trade and Industry, our very own Department of Migrant Workers, then the Field Health or the PHIC, NLRC, National Labor Relations Commission, National Bureau of Investigation. Then we have TESDA, our partner here, and PNP. Then we also have the OSNET, Negros Oriental, the Philippine National Police, Dumaguete Police Station, the LBRRMO, and last but not the least, who confirmed is DSWD. So we also have our Tupad payout, then our livelihood grant release. Then we also have kaliwag ng Pangulo para sa mga gagawa. Then our TIPC fun games and raffle with circling here. And the business coaching with DTI. We also have our TESDA skills demo and free services. Then for the motorcade, we already have 45 companies who will participate on the May 1 motorcade. So, for the program, on May 1, the welcome starts with the motorcade. Yes. So, I already mentioned the motorcade. So, again, our assembly time for the motorcade is 5 to 6 a.m. and it will start at 6 a.m. Then, estimated time of arrival to the area is 6:30 a.m. for the motorcade. Then, that's the time that we will start our program proper because we have to be early. Kay init kayo ang atong heat index karon nga panahon niya. So, dapat mahuman ang atong program as early as the sun kuan kanang grow heat hotter, no? So for the particulars of the job fair and other activities, it will be discussed by Ma'am Aline for the peso and Ma'am Anita here with us. Then Sir Billy for and that's for their services. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and to our partners from the media, to our colleagues from the Department of Labor, Labor and Employment, representatives from partner national agencies, and everyone here. Good afternoon. Of course, together with me is my from Apocal, Job Focal, Virgie Valencia. We have also Sir Dennis. And of course, from the PSWBO, our representative Sir Helton Intrial. And to all, good afternoon once again. So, for your continued support to the program of the Provincial Public Employment Service Office or the PESO. We are happy to invite everyone to the 2026 Labor Day Local and Overseas Job Fair, which will be happening on May 1, 2026 at the Norso Gymnasium here in Dumaguete City. Because we are still going renovation at the Limberto Macias Sports Complex. That's the venue last year. This job fair is something we conduct every year as part of our Labor Day celebration in partnership with the Department of Labor and Employment and with the full support of our Governor, the Honorable Manuel Chaco Sacarbarian. It is one of the ways we help connect our job seekers to employment opportunities, both here and at home and abroad, while also bringing government services closer to them. For this year, we're expecting around 20 employers, 17 local and 3 overseas, offering more than 3,500 job vacancies. So dako kay atong kalipay nga dako kay atuang daghan atuang niapil karong tuiga sa mga local and overseas nga mga employer and also taas po ang atuang number of job vacancies. For our local opportunities, the top vacancies include call center agents, massage therapists, and sales clerks. For our overseas employment, the in-demand positions include factory workers bound for Taiwan, female cleaners for the Middle East, and waiters and waitresses for the Middle East and Europe. Aside from the job opportunities, we also have one-stop shops from the different national government agencies like SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, NBI, and others, making it easier for applicants to process the requirements in one place. Along with the medical, legal, social services of the provincial government, which provide free essential services such as MLS service caravan. So ato ni ato ang mga services nga gi-offer. So we are giving for the applicants first 500 applicants na rides. So, katong kuan inviting all applicants na mo join kita first come first serve for the 500 applicants will be giving rights. Medical consultation for senior citizen, PWDs, pregnant women, pedia, and adults. So naatay ang consultation na libre. We have also dental for the 50 participants muna siya ang paibot. Paibot lang og tanong. And for the tuli na ako tayo first 15 participants only sa atong tuli kay especially karon kay wala man troy klase sa mga kabataan na to summer, so it's it's time for you to avail of the services of the MLS. We have also the blood typing, blood sugar, and blood pressure. So naapot tayo X-ray, katong ganahan magpa-X-ray, pwede mo ta mo avail. We have also haircut, massage, Mugib puta o the provincial government will be giving reading classes muna. O libre na siya nga reading classes. We have also pedicure and manicure. Katong na ako tayo mga animals, especially sa atong mga pet na to, na ako ta, mahatag ko ta o libre ng mga vaccines, anti-rabies or deworming o lain ng mga serbisyo sa vet na po na siya. From the agriculture office, also manghatag po ng mga vegetable seeds, grafted seedlings, and others. For the legal, kaya naman ko'y kinahanglan o mga legal services, kaya naman consult ang mga abogado, nakapuntaan ay mga abogado na present during the MLS karaman. So, daghan kayo pa mga aside from the job fairs, aside from the testa ng mga activity or nagipanghatag ng mga services kani nga caravan sa MLS sa medical legal services brought to us by the provincial government under the leadership of Governor Manuel Chaco Sagataria, ubay-ubay din kaayo nga servisyo. Kung ang bugas, especially ang bugas. And so, we encourage every job seeker, especially our fresh graduate, kay daghan man pud kayong mga graduates karon. Kay ni-close na ang uban last March 31, ang uban na government karon pang May. So, naa sila chance for new or better opportunities to come and take part of this Labor Day Job Fair this May 1. And of course, to our media partners, we hope for your continued support in helping inform the public so more of our constituents can benefit from this job fair. So thank you so much and we hope to see you all on May 1.
Okay, so salamat Ma'am Alain, masama ang provincial peso manager of Negros Oriental. So, perhaps today we joiners si Ma'am Anita Benicor sa atong Department of Labor in Ayala.
Thank you, Ma'am Jen. Maayong hapon sa tanan, of course, sa ako ang mga panelists here, ang atong TIPC, headed by Sir Philip here, TN PESDA as well, ang akong chief sa Negros Executive Office, as is Ma'am Alain and the rest of the Quezon Province team, who being always been partnering with us in all DOLE programs and services, especially in employment, to all Negrenses in conducting job fair in the province. For the May 1, 2026 Labor Day celebration, we are glad that province, Negros Oriental province through the Quezon is really supporting us also with the Tripartite Industrial Peace Council. Though this is a yearly activity, Ma'am Jen, this time, our regional director, executive regional director of NIR, told us that it would be a massive activity. That's why we have a lot of services to offer on May 1 Labor Day celebration. So we would like to invite everybody out there to please come and visit us and join our May 1 Labor Day celebration. And this is our 124th Labor Day celebration, the first in Negros Island region. So it is something to enjoy for all of us. And TIPC as well, I believe Sir Philip would be having lots of good news to everybody as well. In fact, Ma'am Ali was able to inform everybody on the MLS and the distribution of rice as well. TESDA will have their free services, also the TIPC. So I will give them the rest of the details so they could give you as well the good news on May 1 Labor Day celebration. Thank you so much, and let's see each other on May 1 Labor Day celebration, the whole of Freedom Park, including Nur Sujin and God Center on the business coaching. Partnering with us also is DEI. Thank you so much, Mark.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma'am Anita Before of Dodi. Let's hear from TESDA, si Ma'am Tiffany Agtulog Zamora, sa support ninyo sa activities on May 1 for TESDA.
So good afternoon once again, everyone. Traditional services for our Labor Day celebration sa May 1, 2026. As always, naamini ang skills demo conducted by our Provincial Training Center Dumaguete, headed by Ms. Gisela Epolisa. We have the skills demo with shawmai making, puto cheese making, and the lemongrass juice making. We also have a free wellness massage and nail care pedicure for the services for the Labor Day. And aside that, we have a desk for the puppy for job one-stop shop sa nursery. We will be having two of our personnel. For whenever there will be avail sa mga trainings, makakuha na rin sa for kung register na rin sa
Okay, sige lang. Salamat, Ma'am Tiffany Agtulog of TESDA. Let's hear from the labor sector of Tripartite Industry Peace Council. From the Vice Chair, we have Sir Felipe Lizardo Calimpong, sir, sa activities of support of this event.
Mayong hapon, tanan. Before anything else, allow me to thank those responsible for our free venue this afternoon. Now we have Mr. Rapi, our HR manager, who is also a member of the Board of Trustees of the IPC representing management. And ang atong General Manager sa Noreco 2, Attorney Kay Marie Dicen Takli. Thank you so much, Attorney, and Sir Rafi for the video. Walang ibayan. Anyway, sa TIPC, I am representing the labor sector. Ang isulti sa atong mga speaker is usa ta ana, no, nag-coordinate po because normally during the parade, mostly are employees of different companies that will be joining. And I was also happy and very much amazed with Ma'am Eileen told me that the provincial government will be giving rice to the participants of this Labor Day celebration. So, ako lang, usa na siya, no? Napakahatag ko to na bitaw makakuha sa mga makahagit, maka-drive sa mga trabahante ng appeal yun sa Labor Day celebration because paano ko mo dyan, ang normally sa akong mga companies na kung attend, first na sila allowance, kadua, kung ano mo attend sa parade, you have the rights from the provincial government sa pamagkaanan. And then, after the program, naatay, kanang itawag na mo ko, fun games. Sa fun games, libre tanan atong mga media, uglayan mga appeal dito. And I'm proud, I'm happy to say, to inform you guys, that Mr. Don Ramas Uipiche is giving 2 motorcycles as grand prizes during the games. So, putog sa mga to, tagaan ito, raffle ticket. Na? Normally, last time, do not really drive that the members of the board will not be part or in giving that raffle draw. No? Pero ang amon lang is since this is very personal from Mr. Drama Speeching, ako yung gihatag ang raffle ticket no? Sa naadiyan ng COVID. So, ingon siguro, Ana, and I know that there are still questions to be asked during the open forum. So, ato lang ang tao. Makatubag o taan ang pati sa labor sector. Thank you.
Okay, daghang salamat, Sir Pizarro Califo, itong Vice Chair of the sector of PIPC. Before we open our floor for questions, we'd like to acknowledge from By Radio, then By Radio, BYTFM, we have also from BYWC, from Northshore representative, as well those watching us on live streams. So if you have some questions, those watching us, please input na dito sa comments. Ako lang basahan ng mga clarifications and questions. So with that, I would like to ask everyone if you have some questions, clarifications, anybody would like to ask. The first question from Figueroa like here, Mike Ramo of BYMB Energy FM, pakilog po sa microphone.
Good afternoon sa tanan and happy 124th. Clarification lang actually because daghan kayo mga services to be given on Labor Day, which is I would assume it's an honor for the labor sector. Are all those activities like the gas, the games and everything only for the labor sector, or we're opening this to even the non-members of the labor sector? Thank you.
Thank you for that very interesting question. Actually, during the fund games, the giving of prize from the provincial government, ang among concern is kanantuan ito during the celebration. Regardless of who you are, tingali among gilantawan ni ang raffle draw, lantawan na mo o hindi mo po maayon na standby dito sa palibot sa legislative building, we are the employees na tagaan ko na ito katong sa raffle draw sa ticket. But as to the rise, as to the participation during the games, because in the games, natin mga prizes no, from the Tripartite Industrial Peace Council sa Dole, which is very acceptable ng inyong tao, kaya mapipili kang sa bigay, 100 pesos.
Okay. Regarding the rights, first 500 applicants or 500 persons to be there at the venue.
Okay, so actually we are giving certificates to the PIPC number of slots, number of coupons for the rice, and we are also giving slots also for the applicants. So first come first serve sa kay lain magbinyo na atay sa for the job fair at the Northshore Jail. Sa ilang ka-circling at tumana sa Freedom Park near the legislative area. And then, so naa siya namin gihatag niya nga number of slots and it's up for circling kung saan niya pag-distribute ang iyang rice. For us, lain na slots for the Northshore katong mga applicants, employers na ato ang partner during the job fairs. So, but for the overall MLS services, it's for free and it's for all. Aside from the rice, kaya di mo nato mahatagan po ang tanan. Okay? But for the check-up, consultation, dental, tole, blood typing, blood sugar, blood pressure, x-ray, haircut, massage, reading classes, pedicure, manicure, animal clinic ng mga vaccines, anti-rabies, and deworming, agriculture crops, for the vegetables, seeds, and crop seedlings, and of course, the legal services is for all.
Okay, so itong sa buga sa mga applicants, ma'am, first
500 ang mga
Applicants.
Yes.
appeal po to mga mga hires or employers.
Yes, basta kayo register man na sila sa ato ang first they have to register. So once maka-register sila, tagaan na mo sila og coupon. And mo claim na sila, tagaan na sila og claim stock, claim slip for the rice. Another for PIPC, tagaan po na mo sila og number of slots sa rice. So it's after circulating kung saan niya ang iyang distribution kay kung maingon ta all dili magud mahatagan yun ang tanan sa kadaghan niya. Ang umakmoabot ana nga May 1 dito sa Freedom Park.
So basically, ma'am, bahala din sa mga hire sa nakabukas.
Yes, wala ka tayo gipili basta first 500 applicants. Okay. Pwede po usahin nyo ang magpa-register, di ba? Okay.
I believe Ma'am Aling told us during our meeting that for the employers also who will be hiring on the spot, naapod sila madawat nga lugas, pang-identify po.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Jessa Familiar from Energy. So my question is for Ms. Aling Balsamo. So you mentioned a while ago regarding sa inyong job offers bound for Middle East. So sa pagkakaroon sa unang pagsiguro na kadtong mga ma-hired nato for overseas, especially katong bound for Middle East is safe sila kaning in terms of in relate sa ilang mga tagsakag sa mga agents.
Yes, actually, mao gina ato ang concern karon, and we understand why people might ask that. The job vacancies for the Middle East that are included in the job fairs are carefully screened and come only from licensed recruitment agencies that have been cleared and authorized by the Department of Migrant Workers or from the DMW. During the job fairs, naamit tayo taga BMW all the way from Cebu na mag-standby din na siya until mahuman ang atong job fairs. And kung kinsay na sa table nga nang-hire for the overseas, maupod na ang nakalista sa ilang clearance or certificate. And these opportunities are for countries and areas that are currently assessed as safe and open for employment. So katurang mga safe yun nga gi-open pod na pwede na itong mapadalaan. And deployment is continuously monitored based on advisories from the national government. So naay uban nga mga agencies na naka-hire and dili sila sa paadto or dili nila paadtoon. So ilang gibuhat sa mga employer is itagaan nilang trabaho sa ilang opisina. And it's up for the applicants or the hired person nga maingon sila mo ulit sa amin, dili lang sa amin padayon. So ilan ang i-assistant na taga play until makaabot sila ng client. So ang uban pod nga kung going na gihapon daghan ka pang ganit ang nakaadtora. But then for kanang safe and then katong clear yun siya sa Department of Migrant Workers.
Just to add on
Kung
also,
sa daw mga company ang countries, I mean, sorry, sa Middle East, na ang mga opening.
Southeast. Before Ma'am Aling would answer that, just a rejoinder on your first question, Ma'am. Department of Migrant Workers wouldn't allow certain agency to join us if that certain country who will be sending our workers are in the red flag countries. So they will give us they will recommend PESO to, ma'am, this will be the agencies who will be joining. So this pack other companies who are sending countries na red flag. So dili sad siya allowed. So for those mga countries na na-agree is Saudi, Taiwan, Europe, and Malta, and Poland. these are also validated and reviewed by Department of Migrant Workers. And they would really allow certain agencies to join the job fair if that country ato i-deploy sa mga red countries, so hindi siya pwede. So clear na po ni siya, and then ang atong representative from Department of Migrant Workers, as what Ma'am Aling informed the body already, that they will be there from the beginning up to the end to really check on the vacancies o ang deployment processes if ever na anadihang dapita. So, di-monitor din na gikan sa pag-interview, padulong sa deployment, including ang ilang contract of services, asa ni sila ma-deploy, and even ang ilang counterpart agencies abroad. Ginakorek na, they have been very careful of deployment because of the current situation that the country is, the nation is having right now, the dili good safe. Sakto lang imong punto nga. Ato din i-make sure na safe ang ato ang mga workers na mapadala abroad.
Also, in addition to Ma'am Anita, kanan sa when we conduct a job fair, dili na siya ingon-ingon na insiklida. Usually, mga 1 month to 2 months ang among application for the Department of Labor, for the local, na nga mga employer na atay clearance nga no pending case from the Department of Labor Employment, and also for the overseas, we have clearance also from the department or authorized to conduct job fairs from the Department of Migrant Workers.
Judy Flores, partner in the Philippine News Agency. I don't know who among you can answer this, but we mentioned a while ago, or Jenny mentioned a while ago, like employment for all. Daghan-daghan naman sa mga OFWs na na-repatriated because of the ongoing Middle East conflict. What will be provided for them, if ever, during the May 1 Labor Day activities? Have you already identified some OFWs from Negros Oriental na repatriated? Secondly, we know that the Department of Migrant Workers will be here, OWA. So is there anything that we can expect for these mga repatriated OFWs?
Actually, we have from OWA. Part na siya sa ato ang one-stop shop ang OWA, or representative from OWA, and we closely coordinated with them na ako na sila ilahang group chat or group members na active na contact nila, and they will also inform during our job fairs on May 1 kay naama na sila, and for all concerns muna sila hatagan na to og livelihood training and of course the job fairs, not only on Labor Day but also the whole year and for other LGUs aside from Dumaguete. So naabot na ta from Canlaon down to Pasay sa lain-lain ng mga LGUs sa Negros Oriental.
Just a quick follow-up.
I would like to add on as well, Ma'am, on the representation. Recent meeting that we had with our PESO managers here in Negros Oriental, OWA was present, and then he did inform all the PESO managers that OWA is here at the province, and whoever an OFW is needed of help, they will just go directly to their office for the financial assistance at whatever they can do for the OFW. And that we are happy that you have that question as well, so that all our kababayans here in Negros Oriental would be able to join us or attend in the May 1 Labor Day celebration, because OWA will be there, DMW will be there, and they have ready forms if ever there are concerns, and assistance will be processed by those respective office, the OWA and Department of Migrant Workers. Thank you, ma'am.
Just a quick follow-up question. Do you have any idea if there are repatriated OFWs from the Middle East who are in Negros Oriental now?
Lately, during the PESO meeting, we have known one from Ba'i City. It was PESO Bais who informed us, and they were able to assist as well and the financial assistance is also being processed by OWA already. And they have been assistance given from DFW from the moment na niabot din sa Manila with Sir Kangdak until niabot yun sila din sa Atuama. Sa Bai City, sila yun ang assist. Nitambok na sa si OWA, sila yun ang handle dito sa from airport sa Panimalay. And then here in the province and Dumaguete, kabalo sa nga naasa din sila yung mga assistants ng mga hagkat sila ni Ma'am Aline S na sila yung katong livelihood training assistants and I believe Dumaguete, Peso Dumaguete, na ako na sila yung mga assistants. So, i-encourage din na mo ang mga OFWs na mo visit sa atong sa Peso offices, dili lang sa Dumaguete province. We have that from Canlaon down to Pasay, the whole Negros Oriental, and that they have a contact with OWA offices and DFW as well. In fact, they have what we call OWA personnel and DFW personnel help desk in each LGU for easier services sa atong mga OFWs. Thank you, ma'am.
The other question, ano lang kung ano yung requirements needed to go by the class of
Okay, for the May 1 Labor and Job Fair, what to bring? Multiple copies of their updated resume, work experience or training certificate if available. Kung wala, okay ra gihapon. So passport and or NBI clearance. So kung walay passport, pwede ra gyapon ka-apply kay follow raman ang passport. Okay, for the info sheet for the ex-abroad applicants, ballpen, valid IDs. Kanata. We have also free photocopy during the job fair. So katong mga applicants, pwede sila ka-apply more than one employer. And naapatay available na free photocopy. Kasi pila ilang documents, ilang photocopy o pila ka copies, libre ginagahapon na from the Peso province na sila naghahatag.
Okay. Yes. Good afternoon. We are celebrating the 124th Labor Day. So this is for the employees, for the laborers. Now may we ask Mama Yanas, do you have some cases right now for those other companies or any establishments here in Negros Oriental or NIR that indulge in illegal labor contracting or ENDO?
Right now, wala ta so far. Wala things na receive.
So you mean all the establishments here in the Negros Island region, or yes, in Negros Oriental particular, sorry. Walay mga maingon na nagreklamo ng mga empleyado sa kulang ang sweldo or very minimal ang ilang nagawat or not enjoying some of the benefits based on the labor laws.
There are some who went for office, but we solved them through our Senate program. The single entry approach. So we consider their complaints as request for assistance. Then during that time, we will not docket them as a case. We will conciliate and mediate them. So after that, at least we will find ways, to resolve their at that level. We try to resolve all the issues raised by the worker for us. Or the employer can also file a Senate before us. It's not only the worker who can file through through our single entry approach can also be done by the employer.
So far,
So far, gamay na gyud kaayo ang mga issues nga nato. Manageable na gyud kaayo.
Here in Negros Oriental, unlike in other places. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Yes,
Yes, so Vice Chair, sir.
please sir, what's your reaction for this issue?
Kami sa Dolly, amigo Miss Dolly. Normally, dito mga concerns na ino namin. Dolly will act if there are complaints filed. Na po sila gitawag na visitorial power, pero dili ko siya ingon nga sige. Now the problem is this, ma'am. Harap-harapan ni ma'am ha. Ang atong mga employees, I'm sure some employers are not really complying with what we call the labor standards. But if you are not unionized, if you will directly report to Dolly, normally ang buhaton sa atong mga employers is tatako na sila. So that's a sad na ang ako lang diha is tingali sa ato lang mga employees, they should be vigilant. And then, if ever, imo bang i-exhort nila imong right, because your right is, you have to, kanang gitawag na to, labor standards. Like, for example, you have, the law says you must receive the minimum wage, but sad to know that many of our employees here in Negros Oriental, particularly in Dumaguete, are not receiving the mandated minimum wage. And that is the real scenario that is happening right now. But since Dolly, if there is no report on that, lisod mo po kayo mo action sila. Lisod po kayo ako'y mo report because right man ang sa trabahan pilot na mo report siya. Kaya mo tayo akong gingon, normally if a certain employee will report on that, ang kalamitan sa atong employers, tatakon siya. Thank you.
Ang follow-up question lang is, sir. Kung sa role sa PITC for sector, kung unay brings no receive.
Actually, ang vision sa Tripartite Industrial Peace Council of Negros Oriental is for the maintenance of industrial peace. No, so if there are complaints that may arise, normally we will help. Amo na siya kanang bitaw ni Ma'am Lindet na single entry approach. Amo na siya during sa single entry approach, patawag mo ng employees, ang employers all. So diha na sila. But this SENA, ang pare-pareho ginaning SENA, kwata sa barangay, pareho ni siya grupon. Ang Dolly, dili kay siya mo diretso ingon na this is the law, follow the law. But normally ang SENA is let the parties agree. Dili po ta makaingon nga Rosie, hindi mo po taga Rosie, kanang ingon sabot-sabot lang. Pero mauna siya na usahay dili nato kayo makuha ang situation kaya because during the wage board hearing, one of the problem is ang wage board seeking kapasaka. But ang pangutana are our employers also complying with what is mandated by law. So ingon ana, not unless kung naay walay reklamo ma'am na maabot sa duli or dili tanan manggod ma-inspect po sa duli. Dili gina siya masulbad ng problema. Thank you.
Katong kuha mga job orders natin sa government, wala may employer-employee relationship. Asam na siya mo under sa Kung muna na siya yung sa civil service o sa KCC or sa DOLE.
Akong patubagon akong amiga mo.
So for if, government employees, we are governed by the Civil Service Commission. For the private, it's DOLE. With our labor code of the Philippines as our guiding Bible.
I think we have questions from
Yes, yes,
online.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Sheila. Jadi kasi
Good afternoon. This question is for Ma'am Joselita na. In general ba, ma'am, kumusta ang current employment situation sa Negros Oriental? Daghan na ba siya po mga negrenses ang walang trabaho?
Naami statistics din, no? And I have to read this to you. This is a comparative table from February 2025 as against February 2026 na data. So for employment rate, we have in 2025, we have 94.5%. And for February 2026, as compared to February 2026, it's 93 to 94%. So there's a slight decrease. And for unemployment rate, we have on 2025 February, we have 5.5% as compared to February 2026 at 6.5%. So there's an increase. And for underemployment rate, we have 12 to 13% on February 2025, and as of February 2026, we have the rate of 13 to 15%. So there is again an increase. For the labor force, on February 2025, it is stable. And for now, February 2026 at present year, we have a slight increase for the labor force. So, ang trend, there are more entrants to the labor force.
Kung sa kayo mga contributing factors at akong gawa sa ato ang mga job fairs, kanang increase. Yes.
For the
Answer your question, ma'am.
Okay, for the in addition to Ma'am Bridget, is the labor force kay ang labor force nato mo increase man na siya kung naatay graduates, diba? Daghan man tang graduates karon, so ang labor force nato may increase. And this data is taken from PSA. And this is for the whole NIR region. Dili ni siya Negros Oriental. Kaya wala tayong data for Negros Oriental. This is for NIR, the Negros Island region, and dili ta assure kung ang naka-increase or decrease from laing ba nga provinces aside from diba Occidental or Siquijor. So dili kita kakuan sa atong data, it's for not for Negros Oriental kay tulungan ka provinces at
Ma'am, I'd like to piggyback on her question because the data says February to February. We know that the war happened on February 28th, the last day of the month of February. What is our expectation with March, April, and probably May onwards with the ongoing crisis that we're facing now?
Okay, for that concern, I think nagpadayon na kita sa ato ang conduct of job fairs. And also for our livelihood training, ato lagi nang padayon, it's a mandate of Governor Manuel Chaco Sargabalia, kay daghan namang jud nga cancel ng mga activity. But then for the job fairs, because it's an employment facilitation, and the livelihood, it's a additional income or sideline sa ato ang mga constituents na dili sila maka-avail sa atong job fairs. So, actually, the provincial government through the PESO, duha gid na atong gikandang na kung moadto ta sa mga LGUs. We have the job fairs and of course, we have the livelihood training. So, trabaho o negosyo. So, muna ato ang so far, last year, ang ato ang total conduct na job fairs is 18. So, total applicants is 2,744, total hires of 844 for the local and overseas. So, we have a hiring rate of 30%. And for this 2026, from January to March, naanatay 5 job fairs. Ika-6 na nato karong May 1. And we are expecting pag yun na muabot o 13 ka job fairs coming. Wala pa'y labot ang katong LGUs na mu-assist pagdagta. Kaya naamay mga LGUs na magkastan na sila sa ilang job fairs. Sila mismo ang mukanda sa job fairs. So, ang provincial government mu-assist through skills training like the livelihood. Mo-offer ta, mo-partner kanila and for the conduct of job fairs. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for all your efforts.
Rejoinder as well, we are glad that Quezon Province is very active. Every month, sir, they have 2 job fairs in every month in all the municipalities of Negros and Val. And aside from the conduct of job fair, napay special recruitment activities together with DMW as well. So, di pa himusgan na yun nato nga makasiliko para ato ang kauban ng constituents na Negros Occidental and Oriental, even ang Siquijor. Ang DMW is also planning to be in Siquijor by first week of May for another sets of employment activities as well.
We also have our, to lessen the impact of the problem of the rising prices of gasoline. We also have our, with the Department of Labor, our program, Tuloy Pasada, and the Upbeat program. So this will be, we have already some plans, and to be implemented on we start on the habal-habal drivers. So to be enrolled in our Tupat program.
We'll focus lang po, ma'am, sa unemployment. Are you expecting a rise of unemployment because of this crisis? Or makaya ba sa mga nakalinya ng mga jobs fair ang mahimo po niyang epekto with this crisis?
So as much as possible, we would like to lessen the impact of the crisis, the Middle East war. So we double our efforts on the livelihood, on the livelihood programs, and aside from the job fair that we conducted. So daghan jud tanan ng mga programa kay according to our regional director, should be a massive assistance that will be provided to our brothers, constituents.
Okay, in addition also for that concern, we need to strengthen employment facilitation, job matching, and skills and livelihood program to better absorb the expanding workforce. So, kaning iyahang job matching, we have the career guidance sa different CDC Career Development Support Program sa lain-lain ng mga LGUs. So, sa LGU na namin makandak kato mga senior high going to college for the CDSP Career Development Support Program. Muna itong giingon of career guidance sa mga senior high going to college for the job matching. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, sir and ma'ams. So, kami question given sa kauban sa pagtabo sa media si Sir Boy Beloco sa K5 News FM nga lantaw siya ron sa ato live. So, una niya po katana address to our officials sa Dole. With the transition into the Negros Island region, how is Dole streamlining its services to ensure that laborers in more remote areas have the same access to decent trabaho as those in the major hubs? Specifically, will the new regional structure allow for faster resolution of local labor disputes compared to the previous setup?
So as to the present setup for the NRR, there's nothing changed, We have the Occidental, only that we belong to one region. So before, we have our mother region, the Region 7, for the Siquijor and the Negros Oriental Field Office, and for the NOCFO, they have the Region 6. But still, we have the same services, we have the same area. For Occidental, they have the whole of Occidental. For Oriental, we have the whole of Oriental. And for the Siquijor, we have the one island, The Negros Island region is composed of these three, So we still do the same thing as we had when we were with our mother region. So we offer the same services.
So in addition also to strengthen the employment facilitation, that's why we conducted job fairs to the different LGUs. Dili previous na dumagati ra kita naka-focus. Now we reach to Canlaon, province-wide na kita itong kanda sa job fairs. And it's good to know at CDSP Career Development Support Program, at sa mga bukid-bukid, abot na kita ana, and we are happy livelihood program, dagan itang training, and the MLS also the medical legal social services na abot na gid og mga bukid. So that's why daghan kay nalipay atong consequence kay dili na ganit sila moplite paingon pa sa syudad. And nakasave na sila sa ilang pagkaon kay dili naman sila mogasto sa ilang pagkaon kay na-reach out na nato sa different LGUs to the barangays and atuang services from the government, especially sa provincial government.
And just like to add on na ating cases, isa to, angay mga RSS problems, maybe, ang atong mga TESO managers from different municipalities are capacitated. Naghisgot si Ma'am Bitbit Deniha on Sena, Conciliation Mediation. Our pesos are being capacitated already. For Canlaon, it's Ma'am Emilia Limafilis. She conducts the conciliation mediation. They were trained also with Bayawan City. So no need for the kanang worker na mo visit good with Dole. Napasayon ang tanan tungod na naatay partner ng Public Employment Service Office, ang atong peso. If we want to avail of programs and services ni Dole, you go to the peso office in each municipality. Avail of livelihood programs, avail of summer job through our SPES, avail of job fair, special recruitment activities, everything is there. There's no need for them to go to Dumaguete in the office of NIR or office of the Negros or Field Office. We have capacitated our Public Employment Service Office, and we have each there a personal peso manager. So, naay mo assist nila each time na sila mga query o panghinahanglanon, panarbaho o pagkatambag as well sa panarbaho. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So, dapat siya ito question. Para na po, ay kadong question niya para na po sa representative sa TESDA. Yun si Sir, pamatanan ni Sir Boy Belongo again from K5 to FM. The theme emphasizes sama-samang mararating, but the major hurdle is the persistent gap between the skills of our local graduates and the actual demands of industries here in Dumaguete and the rest of the province. For this 2026 Labor Day celebration, what specific new programs or localized industries are you targeting to ensure that our workforce doesn't have to leave Negros Oriental to find decent, high-paying employment?
For Negros Oriental, sir, we have various trainings para sa for Negros Oriental, but um, or for, we have different trainings in TESDA, but for now, dili siya daghan na maka-accommodate sa tanan na unemployed. But we are trying to give the training sa mga tao na unemployed, but ang kuan so for the trainings or kuan ang yun no ato sa office kaya di naman magtanan na programs na naanang mo karon registered na mga applications. So ang murang may kuan nila ato lang sa office para and for the Labor Day celebration na ang pagtititoy ang desk, pwede sila mo apply dito for the trainings and mo call ang nila if na available applications for the specific programs.
Okay, well, thank you. And last for Sir Kalimpo, yung pamatana, how are you balancing the demand for higher wages with the needs of doing business in the province to ensure jobs remain sustainable? Right, na si Sir.
Bukat kayo na pagkakana. Anyway, ang sa amon lang sa particular sa labor sector, ang among ginalantaw diyan karon, ani mo siya. As members sa PIPC, lain ang among panglantaw kumpara as usa ra gyud ka trabahante. Kay diri mo sa trabahante, ang among ginalantaw is normally ang salary kay mo ginaimay. Ang diri sa APC, ang akong ginalantaw is dili lang ang capacity nga makadawat siya, ang capacity sa employer to give, pero ang ginalantaw is ang continuity sa kuan kanang sikawagan business nga mabuhi pata. Okay, ang atong ginalantaw diri karon, imagine sa kataas sa atong ang usang nga mo trigger gyud sa atong prime commodities in rising the oil petroleum products. If there is an increase in petroleum products, domino effect yun siya. So mga siya karon ang hindi mo siyang tanawon karon, dili lang ang employees ang affected. It also includes the employers. That is why kung dili pag yun mo mangutana, ang among ginalantaw karon is imagine, ang atong last wage increase last October of 2025. But ang pangutana karon is the employees, the labor sector is willing to file a petition for a wage increase. Nagalantaw po ka nga sitwasyon na both of us are affected. Ang ino bang ipakayuan nagkalisod po. But normally, as employees, normally ang among pangayuan ka mo mga employers. So muna yung ginakuan karon nga as much as possible tungod kay ingon ani ang situation karon, ang amo lang ginalantaw karon sa labor sector is as much as possible the employees are receiving what is mandated by law. Ingon ana ang among paglantaw karon sa TIPC, ang among ginalantaw karon nga dapat dunay industrial peace sa province of Negros Oriental. Kung mag-istorya ta kabahin sa continuity sa serbisyo sa negosyo, dili ko makadiretso tubag tungod kay ayaw na ta private to management kung sa ilang ginahimo karon. I know nga sila po mismo galisod. Pero sa among side karon is as early karon mula na there is no pending petition for wage increase. But sa Congress, namin pagdulat sa TUCP ang among party list, if ever pwede ba na ma-increase bisan sa allowance man lang or i-increase ang tax exemption para at least magamay-gamay, ma-lower, ma-minimize ang impact of what is happening now in our country as well as the whole world.
Sir, I'd like to hear from Father Alvin of Assumption Action Center. Sige,
Good afternoon. General, this is my first time to attend this kind of forum or press conference. And I believe you're presenting the activities on the coming May 1, Labor Day. And kanya po ang base lang po sa topic, disenteng trabaho para sa lahat, isang hangarin bago Pilipinas sama-sama mararating. Disenteng trabaho para sa lahat o para sa ilan lamang? The program is commendable. However, the critical issue we must address and actively work to reform is our prevailing system. Why is this necessary? Observations and grievances of the poor, those most consistently affected, reveal a stark reality. So may reality without political affiliation or ties to the punong barangay or administration, individuals are excluded from participating in such programs or secure employment. Numerous qualified and skilled candidates remain jobless, while less deserving individuals gain entry. Why this occur? It stems from cronyism involving captains, mayors, governors, congressmen, and the like. Now, if this systemic favoritism persists, how can we achieve collective progress? Paano natin sama-samang mararating ang bagong Pilipinas? Kung inunahin itong sistema. You know what? The social doctrines of the church, specifically Real Baron, states that every person possesses inherent dignity as made in God's image, regardless of status or connections. Excluding the qualified poor due to lack of political ties violates this, treating them as objects rather than subjects with rights. The church insists on rights to productive employment, fair wages, and opportunity based on merit, not cronyism or nepotism or patronage. So, for example, kana inyong livelihood program, job fair o kanang tupad, yung sa mga pag-monitor, daghan na dumog ng mga istorya sa communities. Nga, kung dili ka rin katao, kung di ka partido ni kawanan, di ka makapil na ng mga program, ng mga livelihood. Yung sa mga pag-monitor na. So, may problema din natin ang tanawang po. Critical issues. Without political ties, bisag mga skillful na mga tao, bisag qualified na mga tao, mag-isod ng trabaho. Kaya wala may bakil, dili man partidos. Sa inyo, Diyos ang mga pag-monitor. Thank you.
Sige, Pad. So, anybody would like to react on the observation of Father Alvin? Sige, sir. Okay.
Okay, thank you for that concern. So for the Provincial Peso Office, Provincial Employment Service Office, actually, sa atong pag-conduct sa mga job fairs, it's open for all. We conducted job fairs to the different LGUs, and it's open for all. We disseminate information to the barangay, mga radio. So, okay, wala din na siya imong nagipigli. Open for all ang naagalit ni testimony nga natunggan, and isulti na mo, nalipay ka imitat mo. nga niingon siya nasulod na gyud trabaho kay tungod ang job fairs ni abot sa anang nga lugar nila. Wala to siya ikaplite, wala siya ikagasto pagkahon kung ang job fair na sa Dumaguete. So ang programa sa PESO ni abot na reach out to the different LGUs. So siya naka-avail siya to all the programs and services sa office. With regard to the livelihood, kada associations mo request sila o training. And iadto na namo dito. Wala ingon nga gipili namo kay kanay mauni siya tanan kung na-request among gitawagan kung sa may inyong ganahan nga training i-avail. Is it longganisa or is it longganisa or tusino? Is it a rock making? Is it chips, banana chips? Is it food processing? Is it shumai, lumpia Shanghai, cupcake, donut, or others? Wala jud ni sila ang ang gitaga priority unsay ilang needs sa ilahang association na mo progress o makatabang nila. So we reach out to the different tuwa sa bukid sa ayumon giadto na namo. So kung ingon tang gipili wala gyud tay gipili. And gihaon muna namo kung mo relate ba pud sa ilang association ang atong gihatag na assistance. That's why the monitor po ta. Like for example, ang Kanlaon. We conducted 2 years ago sa different 22 organizations sa kababayunan. Gikan sa barangay, sa tiil, sa bulkan, sa Kanlaon, until sa different barangays, gikandakan natong livelihood training. So karon ga monitor me and then ga-exist sila and ako kayong nakatabang nila because aside from the training of free training, we also give complete kit to start up the business. From the kalan, super kalan, from the gasolito, from the casserole, from the cuchillo, and then mga measuring cups, utensils kana siya ang gihatag. Ang kulang na lang nila is ang pagpalit sa kanang karne o ilahang gamiton o ang pagpugi nila. So mauna siya amo ang gihatag dili lang kay hatag dayon okay na. So gi-monitor na namo. And aside from Kanlaon, we reach out to all the way from Basay. So naa na gyud natagaan lain-lain nga mga edges. And daghan pa jud kay ining pending karon nga for the whole year amo po na sa schedule. Mapuno gyud na amo ang tibuok bulan. From January to March, we conducted career guidance to the different schools nga muna siya mag-job matching ta. CDSP. And karon nga April muna the whole month of April mo na pud amo ang focus ang livelihood training. So mapit kada adlaw gyud may gabiyahe. So karon ganito sila sa bukiran sa Pasay for the livelihood training. So inana ang atoang conduct sa amo ang end pud kay dili lain pud ang sector. So for the employment we have the job fairs and open for all. We have the SRA, LRA, Special Recruitment Activity for the local and overseas. So ang himo ana ang mga employer mo request mo to conduct a SR special recruitment activity. So pangayuan na mo clearance and then kami ang mo contact sa mga applicants, kami ang mo provide sa venue, ang employer iko na lang mo lingkod dito o mo interview with all the applicants present. So ana ang atong tabang na serbisyo sa provincial government through the PESO office. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I believe open for all is and then yung sa may pagkanda, kamo ba mismo or sa mga hindi pa ato? Kamo ba mismo ni ato dito yung ibaag ng LGU? Association ng ibaag ng LGU. So wala akong punto na kung agi sa LGU, daghan ang dili makakuan. Kaya ngayon magiging ka makikuan. So kamo ba mismo ang yato? Kamo ba ni kuan ang mga tawhana or agi gimong LGU? Okay. Or naminaw ba mo sa mga tingog sa uban Or ang hindi paminaw, katurang nakasulod, hindi pa nga yung livelihood, o trabaho ko rin paminaw. Naminaw ba mo itong mga wala yun, kaya tungkol kayo mo yung mga problema, tungkol kayo sa makasulod.
Aside from the accredited or association by the LGU na ang listahan na through the GAD office. Kaya ako, usap ko sa GAD vocal. I am also the GAD vocal of the provincial government. Aside from the PESO manager. So, nangayo ni og lista sa mga accredited associations and then among gilantaw asa ang angay nga mo fit in sa among mga training. Naamit team from the PLDC nga kami gid ang conduct sa training, kami gid ang adto ako kani mismo ang moadto gyud. Usa ko sa team nga moadto sa site sa association. Aside from the list of accredited associations, na ay mga request direct from the association, hindi na siya moagi sa LGU, direct sa provincial government nga request, i-turn over sa PESO, and then we contacted the PESO or the GAD vocal sa different LGUs para pag-facilitate kung asa na lapit o pag-contact sa kanang association nga kandakan mo o sa buto na mo kung sa kanyang ganahan nga training. Amo sila sultian, amo ni among available and it's free. Muhatag pa jud ni og snacks and lunch. Aside from the free kit nga ihatag kumpleto sa usa ka associations. Thank you.
Dili ni kani kuan lang ha. Pads ako kabalo ko sa punto nimo. I came from the mountain. Maklaro ginagawa na siya. Ma'am Elaine, I'm sure labi na sa tupad. Diba? Mo coordinate sa mga NGO na to, mga kapitan. Pero sa tinuod lang, sakto na iyang pads. Once ma-coordinate ka sa kapitan, natural ang kapitan, ang iyang ihatag ng mga names. Ang iyang job, kapartido, ana na siya. Yan, lisod kayo na nakukuhaon sa atong sistema sa panggobyerno. Pero actually, that is happening. Ang ako lang din sa PESO province is, at least na kalitan ko kung ingon dahil ani nakalapad ang expansion sa trabaho. Pero dili ginamit magwala ng sistema kanang pare-pare system, kanang padrino system, kay maumanak yun ang nahita ko. Not unless kung ang piso mo high dito tinaksak yun, pero that is already boarded sa siguro ma'am, diba sa inyong side? Diba pagkuhan ninyo sa tupad, kinsa itong manili, diba? So ang inyong kontakon, kapitan, dili ikot siguro mo kontak sa individual person, diba? So diha mo gawas ang dili mao nga sistema na mo ay nakita na kung nausa sa target ni Bats. Thank you.
Ang tupad program sa DOLE, kung sa process o anak pagkuha o mga beneficiaries to sa kalusuran o sa barangay, sa Dimangay.
Based on our tupad implementation, we consider the poorest of the poor or the poverty incidence of the place and including the population. So we get the magnitude of the poor population. So that's how we identify the areas. So aside from that, we also have convergence with other agencies. We have convergence with our TESDA, for their skills training program or sa DSWB, sa Ilahang Lawak, at Binhi projects sa mga farmers and fisher folks and beneficiaries. So with DANA for also the tree planting and with BGMP or DOJ for the parolees, persons deprived. So aside from the katong ang mga identify ng mga poorest of the poor or with high poverty incidence, we also have convergence with other agencies.
in addition to Ma'am Lilith, ang tupad, usa ra gid na siya ka programa. So muna siya kada opisina na ako na sila ilahang kaugalingon nga programa o services. That's why sa PESO, mo po na ang programa na job fairs, livelihood training, CDSP, and kanang mga training for kanang sa how to come up with the kanang budgeting. Just job entry skills. Usa ko na sa mo ang programs na pagtudlo sa akong pag-apply personal sa usa ka aplikante, resume writing, job interview. So usa ko na daghan ang amo ang programa sa PESO lang. So sa lain po na office na ako na sila ilahang programs and services separate sa PESO. So for us, rest assured na ka-deliver din nga base sa mga naamtay na una na kani maunin, but then kami sa PESO assured with me na na-deliver din na mo kay ako good mismo maagtugod ko while the training ang team. Mutuyok-tuyok ko, balhin ko from one training to another training, and then ako jumikuan ang follow up, kumusta na. That's why we have the Garbo sa Kababayan and Grupo sa Kababayan ng mga programs na makakuan kita sa ilahang mga association, what's going on, and nakatabang magkita. That's all. Thank you, Father.
Thank you. Yes.
Balik from Mark Ramos.
I'd like to get this opportunity to ask Sir Kalimpo, maybe and hopefully our Dole can also share her thoughts about this. Sir, naay discussion pero sa House of Representatives. Sabay ito sa pagtanggal sa provincial rate na sweldo. Hapiroso na tanan kay the same naman kung mga prices and what is your stand sa inyong grupo regarding usahon lang ang minimum wage, Luzon, Visayas, and
Chadar ng pangutana. Actually, na naman gani grupo na ga-drive to abolish the regional wage board. Gani ako unta, mamembro na ako sa wage board sa Region 6, pero ni-decline ko. Sa among grupo, pabor gyud nga as much as possible, national in scope na ang minimum wage increase. Kaya gani, kung inyong nahinumduman, I don't know, di ang mga nagdapita, marag wage order number 22. Imagine, ang Dumaguete falls on Class C. Unya, dito sa Region 7, sa Cebu, ang Konsolasyon, Minglanilla, Tanan, naa siya sa Class B, which is higher sa minimum wage kumpara sa Class C na nabilog ang Dumaguete. So, mauna siya ang usa sa akong concern na usahin ka inyong kolisod, usahin ang trabaho sa regional wage board. So, mauna siya karon na ang drive is as much as possible kung mahimong one linya na lang ang wage increases, ang wage board, ang minimum wage, ato ng buhaton. But, doon ako na siya negative impact. Tungod kay, ang dito magod sa higher region na to, Region 1, Region 2, they are receiving higher minimum wage compared to Visayas and Mindanao. So, ang maigo yun at kalagmitan, ang employers from Visayas to Mindanao, napay style usahay ang regional wage board na if the NIR receives 50 pesos, imposible na Visayas at Mindanao will receive higher than the NIR. So, mga siya niya nakaparang mag-usahay kaya itong regional wage board, kalagmitan, ang NIR na mag-una, ulahin ang Visayas. So, mauna ang problema, pero karon ang among gibuhat karon is gani ang TUCP, ang among party list, is driving for an across the board increase, which is the amount of 200. Kay, ang among ginalataw is kinahanglan na gyud. Ang dapat lang siguro nga naunahon sa regional wage board is unsaon nila nga maka-compensate, makakuan sila ba, maka-compete sila kay kung imong natahon ang palalito di naman yun maglagyo. Nakadungog pa yun ko dito sa Manila nga ang nag-ulam taytayan ra. Nya kini taytayan ang dito speakers example 20, ang dito speakers 15. Unsay diferensya ang taytayan nga may diferensya sa 5 pesos. So ingon ana. So in short, to summarize, ang among concern is we are really driving for an increase nga overall na siya ang minimum wage sa tibok Pilipinas. Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am.
Say
From
something?
Dole.
As for Dole, we have the architect WPP to do the wage fixing. So, then I feel just so we have the architect still.
So dili gyapon possible ma'am na parihan na lang.
Kanang because regionalized mo na ako kanang unsa na to we move serving before wage consultations.
Excuse me. Dako na siya ng trabaho kay if we will do that, we should abolish regional wage board. Atong sa nag-abolish sa regional wage board, we were doing that national across the board increase. Ginamatay national wages and productivity commission. So mauna siya karon nga yagaw ang istaas. Kaya mo lagi na ang plano karon na imagine lang yun ang Dumaguete sa una much lesser compared aning mga towns dito sa Cebu. So ang usap ko sa nag-drive ana during sa public hearing why not imon nyo manggi-down maayo ang Dumaguete. But what the regional wage board did, ang tanang syudad sa Negros Oriental ilang idutan sa Class B. Actually, di na kukulayhan. Pero mo may gilan ko sa wage board. Ganong di kulayhan? Tungod kay, for example, Kanlaon. Kani mga city, Gihulngan. Layo sila ikumpara natin sa Dumaguete. Pero sa mo may order sa wage board na they should be receiving, they should give the same amount sa minimum wage. Muna yung nakaparang.
So, ganun na nga ito ang kuan, set up karon sa Occidental o Oriental, ay layo taon minimum wage because we belong to our mother, no, Region 7, and Occidental sa Region 6. So, that's the work of, that will be the work of the wage board once na-set up na ang atong RTWP SIR.
Okay, sige. I think I'd like to, there are two reaction questions from the audience. Si Ma'am, you mentioned that wala tayo DepEd, pareho ko rin.
Good afternoon, Ma'am Lilith. Good afternoon, Ma'am Jen. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nasher Abatayo of the Department of Education. Personally, I would like to commend the Department of Labor and Employment as well as the Public Employment Service Office headed by Ma'am Eileen of the Negros Oriental, especially for the career guidance program implemented here in Negros Oriental. But my question will be for Ma'am Anita. The labor, what are but in the labor market, what are the top trending jobs that would be good options for our learners to continue or pursue during their college? Thank you, ma'am.
We have done that. I thank you, ma'am. Amo maning kaubans duli sa owner. Yes. So, naara gid makita na nato sa ato ang labor market. Ang kauna gid diha, we cannot deny that we are in a digitalized world. So, BPO. Naagid ta sa kauna ang BPO. And then, naasa sa DSP man na nato Ma'am Alino. Kauna gid na siya ang CSR and BPO. Dayon, kasunod anak nagyapon ang retail. And then, of course, ang ato mga hard to feel, medyo malakalog po itong mga kurso, no? Mga hard to feel, yes, hard to feel, ang ato ang mga architects, engineers as well, and then nurses, included siya. And then, ang ato mga siguro mo daw na yun, appeal pa man ang delivery services at transport logistics sa atong top 10. But siguro karon with the current situation, definitely murag mawala o maubos-ubos siya sa out of 10 kana diyang dapita. And that we are happy that ang ato ang mga peso are capacitated na gi-present to be every conduct of job fair. Not just job fair but conduct of CDSP. And this job fair also we wanted yun nga naapod ni forum nga among i-present sa mga na may project ang DepEd katong K-12. Nakadakan sila sa DSP and after that there will be a job fair. But we encourage also the K-12 graduates upon learning the top 10 skills na dapat nila ma-learn. Amo gyud gihapon silang gi-encourage dug kadalatag mga employers dito ato sa gi-encourage na maka-eskwela ra gyud gihapon. And there are a lot of questions because they wanted that the ones presented in the top 10 skills na ma-follow yun sila. Though we have to understand especially sa uban na maglisod yun sila. So we also refer them to TESDA and we are glad that we have Metro Dumaguete here. Metro Dumaguete College sa ato ang diploma course, right ma'am? And we also have team skills and AXAT nga pwede yun na makasunod na yun hapon sila sa ilahang diploma courses. And that they will be able to have that skill na magamit nila during sa panarbaho. Kaya doon na ang top 10 na yun, pero ang atuwa lang yun nga ang ilahang mga kapasidad sometimes. So, malipay ta that our TESDA is partnering with our partner schools na ata diri Tulusa Oriental. And another thing that Dole is working out pod na makatabang ta sa ato ang mga young graduates na ganahan gyud pud silang makatrabaho. Do naa gyud na top 10 nga industries importante kaayo ang ilahang manggong skills na kinahanglan not just those available na naa sa market. So we have this Job Start program. We have attending life skills training. So with that 10 days life skills training, i-present nato tanan ang ilahang pwede magkuha ng mga skills from attitude towards work. Kaya importante man siya. If you have the skill pero nagsige o absent, nagsige sa late, that amount to, so giapil na mo. So then, soft skills training, giapilan na mo na to help our young job seekers na makapatrabaho yun sila. And that this 10 days life skills training would gear to technical training, 3 months technical training, and even if they are on training, they have allowance to sustain them pamiliti. And libre sila sa ilang meal allowances on the 10 days life skills training. So, aside from the top 10 mga in-demand jobs, ato pong i-focus ang atong mga kabatanunan na dili lang din sila mo-focus sa ilang pong development sa ilang tagsa-tagsa kaugalingon because for so long a time po, na-notice na to they may have the skills but attitude towards work mo na ang problema. And then also on the consolidation mediation, number 1 na is job hopping. So mutoy atong gi-develop with our job seekers na naapod sila soft skills training that would help them. Dili lang yun po sila mubasig kung katulang yun. And then during the CDSP, we have this RIASIC test that says they have to be realistic, they have to assess with themselves kung realistic sila, artistic sila, kung asa din sila passionate about. Not because niingon si mama or si papa na kaniimong pahon, but the ones they are passionate about, na kaya po nila. Kaya I myself, nangkamot po bitaw, mahimo ko, anas ba ako ba, kakapunaw, pero wa man po na kaya yun ang math. So, amo silang i-assess dihang dapita. So, salamat sa mga pangutana and hopefully nakahatag po ni o maayo nga mga inputs this afternoon on our programs and services. And
open po siya gihapon for all ang atong programs na Jumpstart. Thank you.
Okay, sige. Salamat, Ma'am Anita Bilicor of Dole IR. So I think we have discussed a lot, and then our time is up. Sure, we have discussed, what we have learned today. Itong gihangyo itong mga media, those watching us, kung makatabang mo pag sabwag sa mga information na itong nakuha karon, karon kato itong mga hinahanglan trabaho, nagka-ambit, nagka-avail sa mga trabaho na i-offer sa itong employers during Labor Day. So to close our comprehensive, we'd like to ask our panelists for final statements, and then we'll start from Sir Philip Limpong of the IPC. Yes, sir.
For our employees, please attend our Labor Day celebration by the parade, the motorcade, and then we have a program there in the Freedom Park. And rest assured that those who will attend and participate in our games will receive something malipat. Thank you.
So, for everybody, please join sa Labor Day. We have free services.
So, imbitahan po tanan to join us in our 124th Labor Day celebration with the theme, Dissenting Trabaho para sa Lahat, iisang hangarin, bagong Pilipinas, sama-samang pararating. Mabuhay ang pagkagawang Pilipinas.
Okay, I would like to invite everyone to join us to our May 1 Labor Day job fairs, and applicants can register through walk-in or pre-register through the link provided in our Facebook page, Public Employment Service Office, Negros Oriental. And akong postpone what to bring, multiple copies of their updated resume, work experience or training certificates if available, passport and or NPI clearance. So katong na passport or wala, pwede naghapon ka join. And info sheet for ex-abroad applicants, ballpen, and valid IDs. So, of course, kung katong kinahanglan pa dyan mo og assistance, visit us at our office at the Provincial Peso Office, ground floor sa entrance sa Oval, sa Perdices Coliseum na. And we are open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. sa Monday to Thursday, kaya wala man may Friday. And also, aside from the job fairs, we would like also to invite you for our free MLS services caravan. Muni ako ang usbon, medical consultation, dental, tuli, blood typing, blood sugar and blood pressure, x-ray, haircut, massage, reading glasses, pedicure, manicure, animal clinic, nga manghatag tag vaccine or anti-rabies deworming sa mga animals, agriculture crops, manghatag utag mga seeds, crafted seedlings, o katong nakinahanglan og legal nga services na apotay mga abogado on that day. So, see you on May 1 at the Labor Day Freedom Park activity. Thank you so much and good afternoon once again.
Salamat mga late sa mga peso managers. Ma'am Anita.
Thank you, Ma'am Jen. Daghang salamat sa tanan pag-attend sa ato kapihan for this afternoon. We would be inviting everybody, our listeners, to join us in our yes, here. So invite our 124th Labor Day celebration. Yes, kanang daghan kayo ng mga challenges karon. So many challenges. In fact, si Father was able to enumerate a lot of the many challenges that we have. So for everybody, let's continue to pray. Let's continue to be hopeful. Let's continue to be positive that we can make a change. Dili man siguro dako ang difference, but we're hoping to make a difference in each other's lives and everybody's lives that we could give service of. So please join us on May 1 Labor Day celebration. Let's see each other then. More power to all of us and God bless. Thank you.
Okay, so with that, among na kong pasalamat at for coming over na niya karon of those watching us. Daghang salamat o maayong hapon atong tanan.
Ya. Aba, magkapatay kag kuan, data, bukag data nila. Picture ba?